And here we go. What it should say is we are back. We started here this morning at the Turning Stone Casino for NYSCATE 2025, then took a break in the middle. It's great afternoon. I saw Adam Files' keynote, which was amazing. Our X Factor team had a book signing at the tech booth 500. Make sure to go check them out. It's great to have all those 8 of us here together. It's really amazing to see us all come together and share the work that they've been putting out, and then just had an Ignite session with another few people, and really Stronger Together has been the whole day, between podcasts, between having book signings, between the Ignite session. I am thrilled. And speaking of thrilled, what a way to kick off the afternoon than with just a ball of energy and excitement and creativity, and somebody who I admire with the work that she does and the person who she is. I just learn a lot, and that always is something that I crave. So I am thrilled to welcome in Farmer Faubs, flying solo. I've had you on a few times with your team, and now I get you all to myself today.
I was like, there's no other way to come flying into here, like just a big old yeehaw, so many kind words.
There it is.
We're here in the hallways,
yeehaws.
The amount of energy that's here at NYSCATE is really unmatched in this community. And talk about the keynote, like it's been an amazing time just of like Stronger Together and that message. So super excited to be here riding solo today.
Yeah, so let's start off with the yeehaws. What's that about? We were going to dive into it later, but somebody's yeehawing walking by. You said it. What is it? What's going on?
You know, my saying is that every student deserves a yeehaw moment. And, you know, a lot of people might say aha moment, and, you know, I have to stay on brand, and it's a yeehaw moment. But diving deeper into what yeehaw means and the yeehaw moments mean is really every student deserves the opportunity to be creative. I'm such a person that just says, like, I had the opportunity to be creative and really have my voice heard. And so I'm really just very passionate about just reaching every student and having their voice heard and having the opportunity to make their own yeehaw.
That is awesome. And for those who don't know you and your work, talk a little bit about your journey into education and this Farmer Faubs.
Farmer Faubs, you know,
really your first name, and you're gonna find out.
You know, I'm here at NYSCATE, and I was on the expo hall, and people are like, "Is that really your accent? Like, you aren't from New York?" And I was like, "No, I'm not from New York." And so I'm actually from. I'm not a New Yorker. I'm not a New Yorker. But I'm from Ohio, and I taught for 11 years. I was an instructional coach. But when I became an instructional coach, I started sharing EdTech videos with my farm animals. And so, you know, I have goats and sheep and chickens and rabbits. And I just wanted a way to connect and share with my educators just a little bit more, to have them get those thinking caps on of creativity and AI. And, you know, I'm always just different. I'm always a little extra, right? As EduGuardians say. So that's just really how, like, this whole Farmer Faubs thing came to life. Secret, my real name is Alyssa, but not many people know that.
No, and I do know your name, but twice I'm like, what name do I put in the search to get it's great to have that identity. And for me, one of the things I want you to talk about first before we talk about our session is every time I see you, you look like you're having the best time. And I think if that's Farmer Faubs, if that's how you carry yourself, that's how I want to carry myself and all of the teachers. So what goes into making that you go in every day like it's the best day ever?
You know what? Every single day is an opportunity to have a yeehaw moment, whether you're stepping into that classroom each and every single period. Your students are stepping into your classroom. I get to step into a world of ed tech and sharing, and I really am so passionate about it. And, you know, my grandma taught me is like, you do everything 110%. We're very fortunate to be here where I'm at because, you know, I feel like just energy and just my passion, I want to really showcase that and just be myself. I've had a lot of people just talk about how authenticity matters. And I will say, like, you ain't changing, Farmer Faubs. Like, this is who I am. What you see is what you get. And so just out there being myself, loving what I do. I love sharing just, my ways of being creative and giving students, a voice in the classroom. And hopefully I'm sharing that love. And I'm hoping that energy just latches on to somebody else, because if I'm able to change one educator and give them that energy and have that contagiousness, then I've done my job.
No, and it's so refreshing in this field where, I've had opportunities to be a teacher, a principal, and a district leader. And I think I've unfortunately seen some of that joy, minimize. And I was very fortunate in the past month to be the keynote at the superintendent's Innovative Summit. And the last thing I talked about is bringing joy back to the work. And an example I gave is I was very fortunate to support this concept.
Oh,
And-
I did too. I did
and
too.
one of the
Best concept.
Right.
Hmm.
And what I took pictures, and I don't think the participants knew where I was going with it. I showed a picture of her smiling. They're like, "Oh, you're showing us pictures of the concert." I said, "No, she's at work right now,
Yeah.
and is having the best time ever. And why are we not having fun
Yeah.
at work? So you're here, kind of at work. So what,
You know
what
what?
is so fun about being here at Night Skate for you?"
You know, I feel like energy is contagious, whether it's good energy or it's bad energy. And you know what? We have an opportunity to make a difference in every student's lives, whether it's for the good or for the bad. And you know what? Go in, have that yeehaw moment, go in doing what you truly, truly love, because you nailed it. Is that right now some of the joy is taken out, but don't let somebody take out that joy. Go in every single day and know that you're going to go in and change those students' lives. Give them that opportunity. Love what you do, because I know that we all got into this field because we want to change our students' lives. We wanted to give them that yeehaw moment. Don't let people take out your joy. But my biggest advice is, for me, I get to show up every single day and just love what I do and have this energy. But I wouldn't be who I am today, and I probably wouldn't be like this if it wasn't for the community that is around me that continues to just kind of just continue that fuel and find your
Sure.
people. We talk about it all the time, is like your community and you're finding your people really matters. And like I did a TikTok today of like my first day at conferences and how much I love it, because I get to see all the people that I've built relationships with that just bring that more energy out, because I get to, hug them. I get to give ideas back and forth, and that just energizes me. And we get to go and meet new people and try to get them just onboarded within our community and sharing ideas all across the world. So find your people, find your community, and you're going to find that joy, because you may not have those people within those four walls. Jump on social media, go to conferences, and find those people that really are that joyful and want to create those yeehaw moments with you.
Yeah, and one of the things that impresses me about your work is that you were in the classroom.
Yep.
And you do work for a for-profit company.
Yep.
But you approach each and every part of your work in supporting educators. It's not about sales. It's not about numbers. It's about supporting staff. And you are part of Cami and Book Creator, but you're also doing some sessions as well as an individual, which is always something I like to see. So one of the ones we're talking about is the Down Home Tech Sampler, bite-sized taste of ed tech tools. Now, we don't want to give it away. This is tomorrow at 2:45, but what are participants going to experience in that session?
They're going to experience a taste. I'm a big app smasher, and I love app smashing because I just feel like it makes learning more exciting, project-based learning, critical thinking. So you're going to get a bite size of about 5 tools. I'm not going to tell those 5 tools, but you're going to get a bite size of 5 tools. Those first 5 minutes, I'm going to show you. I always say, this is all I'm going to show you it. I'm going to demo it. And then those next 5 minutes, it's all about you taste testing and getting in, because I think that we need to continue to have hands-on learning, get teachers in, have them sign in, have them use it just quick. So that's what that session is going to be about. A lot of yeehaw moments, a lot of fun. So definitely join me on that one.
Awesome. Then, so this is your first time here.
It
What
is.
are some things that you've taken away already?
First and foremost, it's at a casino. That is new to me. But when I walked into the casino, there's all these gingerbread houses that are like
Oh, those are
real,
nice, right?
like that's okay. That's not really my biggest takeaway, but I just want to include that. If y'all ever come to Night Skate, that is what you're getting into. So many amazing things in this casino. But two, those New Yorkers, they are amazing people. It's an amazing community. The expo hall is hopping.
Yes,
But
it
more
is.
importantly, I'm walking through it. I'm seeing these sessions packed of people that are sharing what they're doing in the classroom. And that to me is just second to none. Is there's so many amazing presenters showcasing what they're doing and sharing, and that's the power of community. So I absolutely love the New Yorkers.
The New Yorkers. And, in another part, you talk about the community and the collaboration. You were doing a session tomorrow as well on Curiosity Lab, Creativity Playground. So talk
These are
about
all
these
my people.
playgrounds. These are your people.
These
Okay.
are all my people. Like if you okay, I'm gonna go back. Is I always started off my each and every single class and year off, and I would tell my students, creativity takes courage.
Yes, it
That
does.
is a big just part of, like, I always say that is, some people think, oh, I'm not creative, so I can't do it. Nope, it just takes courage. So one, if you are a creative soul, all the people are going to be at that playground. But two, I'm going to challenge you. If you think that you're not one of those creative people, or you are wondering about how to use creativity and bring it to your classroom, come to that playground, because you're going to be able to get a little taste of a lot of different tools, but also you're going to be able to interact with creative people and creative minds that have used creativity in the classroom. So it's a great opportunity. Take that courage. If you haven't dove into using creativity in the classroom, get there. You're going to have some fun. You're going to have some fun.
Now, we established that you're doing sessions by yourself. You're an educator, former educator, but you work for a company. Talk a little bit about the work that you do with your day-to-day job.
Yeah, so I work for Book Creator. Now, Cami and Book Creator are now under one roof. And so I get to spread the Yeehaw moments. I always say I get to spread the Yeehaw moments with Book Creator and Cami, which are two tools that really have the same messaging about accessibility, student engagement. And I kind of came up with this like little cultivate to create to celebrate. And so, I always got to stay on theme. Where cultivating is really that learning stage where really Cami can help you cultivate that learning. And then you can go into Book Creator and you can create. But then the celebrate really represents both tools with student voice, accessibility, all those different things. So I'm really excited about the opportunity to share, multiple tools of really student engagement and giving every student that yeehaw moment with student voice.
So one of the things that I'm doing for individuals like yourself, who I think I'll be having on the podcast again in January, is say in 2 months from now, what is something that you hope that you accomplish for this field? So we can kind of talk about that.
I think for me, and we're talking about in this field as, education. Yeah. So for me, especially now that, Cami and Book Creator are under this one roof, I want to continue to showcase how these two tools, amongst others, can app smash.
Gotcha.
I'm a big app smasher, and I love to share that. Two, continue to spread the word about community, because it's so important to get people into just this space and share what they are doing in the classroom. I really want to, if you're an educator out there listening, I'm going to challenge you is to continue to share, or to get out on the socials and share what you're doing in the classroom. So those are two things: app smashing and continue to share, and encourage other people to continue to share or get on socials and share what they're doing in the classroom.
That is awesome. Well, I'm excited that you're here for your first and nice. I hope it's not your last. This is a wonderful event. It's wonderful people. It's great things. We got people walking by just saying hi. You never know.
Yeah.
So I hope you have a great rest of the day. You got 2 sessions going on tomorrow. Again, if you want to check out Farmer Faubs, she's got one in the afternoon, Down Home Tech Sampler. Tomorrow, that is Monday the 24th at 2:45. Then she kicks it off bright and early with a team of educators at the Curiosity Lab Creativity Playground at 9 o'clock as well. So look forward to some of the great things that you'll see tomorrow. Actually, a little sneak peek at 9:30, because you're going to be near the STEM bus. Lori Gian and I are going to be giving away 50 books. So come on over, check out the STEAM bus, and grab a free copy of the books as well. So Farmer Faubs, as always, it's great to see you.
Always good to see you, my man.
For all of you out there watching and listening, make sure to continue to tune in. We have some great guests coming up. My partner in crime, Rob, is going to be joining me right after this for the next couple of interviews. We want to get his take on his Ignite presentation. So have a great rest of the day, Farmer Faubs. We'll see you this evening at the celebration.
Yeehaw.